Okay, we're on.
It's the Sini-Gang with l-boogy.
And Sterno Supernova.
Hey there, Sterno.
Hey, Boogie.
There.
Just want to congratulate. I went to our old school, Old Dominion University. I went to their they have annually that culture, and it was a very good event. It was.
What made it good?
Because it was like it's very different from what we used to do when we were in school. I mean, it's like the next step beyond, because we used to do more variety show, and then eventually became more of a play.
First, you have to say, long time
years and years ago.
So obviously, it's not going to be the same thing.
No, but they've taken, like, we used to talk about doing more of a play, and they do a play. Well,
no. Did I not?
Yeah,
when I did it.
Yeah, you did. But I mean, there's
when you were done with it, I said,
I graduated from college.
Yes. When you were done with it,
right? I mean,
I said, I'm changing it up. I'm doing it this way.
Yeah, and there's, I mean, that, like, I think they've been doing ever since. But this one was actually, I missed some, so I can't say I've seen every one. The acting was actually pretty good. They were good with their lines. It was, I mean, it wasn't nothing's perfect though. I mean, these are college kids that are doing this on the side, so I don't standards of, say, like a theater majors, but it was good. I was actually pretty impressed with it. I mean, but I enjoyed it, and I was like, so I had some, I was drama. I don't know if it had the culture in there, but the culture wasn't necessarily front and center, which maybe was a good thing. So it's different from what I'm used to, like, hey, let's all go to the, look, they're doing to Nickling. They did that too, but it wasn't quite as but overall I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, I like the fact that they're taking, what's refining it. I think if they can keep that kind of level and keep building, I think it's gonna be really good. I mean, I don't know what other schools do. I've only been to Old Dominion, so I can't, like, speak to other schools. I don't want to.
I know. Well.
Yeah, I don't want to. Go ahead.
First of all, when I doing this stuff, there was this thing called YouTube starting up.
Yeah.
So I Googled basically videos from what all the other colleges are doing. From UCLA to USC to NYU. Mm-hmm. And we took years ago. This is the beginning of YouTube. YouTube had like 1,000 videos. So
wow.
Much to go through. Mm-hmm. But basically what I did was I went to all the videos, I took some of the dances, I took some of the stories, and I put them together and made a show. 2-hour show. Mm-hmm. Then YouTube has grown.
Really?
So has the number of Filipino
organizations
shows.
And shows. Yeah.
Shows from other organizations, which I watch all the time. Plays almost every year. I watch USC. I watch the beginning of Cabo Modern. I've watched all of that. So basically what's happening today, they're basically seeing what everyone else is doing, and this is what they've done, but this is how this is how everyone's influenced now. It's a smaller world out there.
Well, no one creates in a vacuum. If they've seen it, then yeah, they probably influenced, and copy, like, exactly.
You haven't seen any other schools,
right,
and how they do it.
Every other school.
A lot of schools.
Yeah.
I jump online, I see how they're doing, I see their shows. Some of them are amazing. I mean, like, amazing to the point where I'm like, watch the show, kind of amazing with the singers, and basically like a Broadway show. I've been trying to pull for, I don't think I've ever said this on the podcast, but I would like to see a Filipino Broadway musical.
That would be cool.
Which should happen because of
so much talent. Yeah.
The freaking
actors, the singers.
There's a lot of Filipinos on Broadway.
Yeah.
I mean, outside of Lea Salonga, there's others.
Oh yeah.
The stories are there. Why it's not happening? I mean, it's freaking hard enough just to get an Asian musical out there. I mean, George Takei had his Allegiance musical.
Yeah.
On Broadway. lasted just a few months, but it was monumental and it was amazing, and it told a good story. But I'm just saying, some of these Filipino colleges, I mean, some of these colleges with Filipino organizations, they put out some quality stuff, like drama, some funny stuff, and some really, really talented dancers and singers and shows. So, I mean, it is not just your NYUs and your UCLAs and USCs. It's like I said, we're in the middle of, and
the way you say that sounds like we're in Virginia. Like, we're not New York, but still, we're not
D7. So, but I'm just saying, it's everywhere. It has some good shows. I've seen Michigan's. I believe it was Michigan. It's one of the Michigan schools. It might not be Michigan. It could be
Michigan State,
or could be Eastern Michigan. I don't know. I remember seeing something that was pretty awesome on YouTube. You should Google it if you're amazed by what you saw this weekend, and more, maybe.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that. So just thought, yeah, well, that's a good idea.
There's amazing talent out there, and like I said, I just wish it's transformed up into a Broadway show.
Yeah, you said it before, and I agree with you every time you say it, but I wonder why it's not happening. I really do. It's kind of like you said, we've got everything in place, with just the initiative or going,
And it's different from Hollywood. Broadway and Hollywood are different, and I know I've preached for a Hollywood kind of thing. That this is another thing, because there was a lot of Filipinos in the Broadway circles, I guess. Erupts, I guess. I mean, the freaking dude. What's the name of the dude? The guy that won the Oscar for music for Frozen.
The guy that got the EGOT?
Yes, he's got a Tony.
Yeah, the Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony.
He's got a Tony Award. He's got a Broadway Award.
I don't know his name offhand, but I know
Christopher for something. But the dude that wrote, and I'm a big Hamilton fan.
Yeah,
the Broadway musical Hamilton with Lin-Manuel, who basically writes about his first musical was about his growing up in New York,
in the Heights.
Yeah, which progressed into Hamilton in a freaky way. But there are Filipinos in Hamilton things, yeah. Ex-girlfriend. So Lin-Manuel speaks Tagalog. He can sing some songs in Tagalog.
Really?
Yes.
Any kind of Filipino ancestry?
No, but I believe his ex-girlfriend was Filipino.
Adjacent, I guess. I don't know what you call it, but
he's Filipino influenced.
Okay, there you go. Better, much better than adjacent.
And like I said, there were at certain times there are a lot of Filipinos that were in Hamilton the musical. So he's made videos of which is pretty cool on YouTube. I mean, the dude's amazing. I am a Hamilton.
I've listened to Hamilton
freak.
When I ride with you a lot, and I listen to Hamilton, the soundtrack a lot in your car, which I like. So, and I've actually started listening to the Moana soundtrack, which a lot of because I bought the movie recently, and I'm like, the stuff where he's singing, like, especially if not
which is written by Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yeah, right. And he didn't a couple of the big songs, but like also they featured some of the demos on the soundtrack on the one I got, so I can hear him. That he's not necessarily show up in the movie, but with his voice on it, so that's pretty cool too.
I wasn't that big on Moana. I mean, it Pacific Islander.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, it's cool. That's it.
I liked it a lot. I don't know. I don't watch as much as you do. I still haven't seen first. Wait, is it the first Disney I've seen in a while? Entangled. I haven't seen Princess and the Frog or something like that, or That's Disney, right?
Yeah, like 10 years ago.
I know. I haven't seen a bunch of them. Like, you know, one I've seen before. I don't know. Against, I don't know.
No, but I mean, I'm not saying I didn't like it. I'm saying it's good.
It just wasn't.
Yeah, it's not
amazing.
Not, yeah.
Okay.
And like I said, I am a huge Lin-Manuel fan, so are too high. Maybe.
Okay.
I mean, how far I'll go. I like that song. It's a great song. The movie version and the Alessia Cara version.
Yeah.
And what's her name? The Moana chick.
I can't. I don't know how to pronounce her name.
It's let me say it real quick. I can't say it either.
Yeah, it was like Ali or Owly. I'm not sure. I'm gonna butcher it. So you know, but
yeah.
And We Know the Way is another song on that movie that I liked a lot. Although it's really short, but you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I've only watched the movie once, and that's it.
I've only watched it like 3 or 4 times. I bought the Blu-ray, so it's worth. And I watched the making of. I watched it with the commentary, so I liked it a lot.
Zootopia better.
Zootopia, yes.
I think it's on Netflix. In fact, you can take it. It's probably going to get off Netflix pretty soon. It probably might already be off Netflix because it's been out there for so long.
Okay. Yeah. The only thing I watched on Netflix lately was the comedy shows and Joe Coy. So those are really good.
Sini-Gang is a good ass show. I mean, movie. I like better than Moana. Story also
Chinese or Japanese script, not specific. I mean,
it's not Japanese, but it's very by
anime.
I don't want to say it's anime, but it's Japanese animation. Japanese fables. Let's just say that.
Okay.
It's a Japanese fable. I know anime is Japanese animation.
Yeah.
But I want you thinking
Shell? Okay.
Or about a fable.
Akira. If Kubo and the Two Strings is like Akira.
That's why I don't want to compare it to anime.
You got to know what Akira is like to know why I'm laughing. But yeah, wow. We used to play Akira when I was in school. I took an animation course just for a semester, and we used to play Akira like constantly on the big screens, and people were like, "What the hell is this?" They're freaking out. The people that never. And then there's always that one guy like, "Oh, I can get into this. This is awesome." So I don't know. I remember Akira being kind of slow. I liked it, but it was
30-year-old movie.
Yeah.
It's different now.
I know. I'm just saying because back
then it wasn't slow. I don't think.
No, well,
for a 10-year-old boy, it might have been.
No, I'm just saying for back then, anime and regular like animation was that they took time with their storytelling, the mood and the music, so it wasn't always.
I'd say it's still like that.
Certain ones, but I'm saying that's a difference. People will have to get used to the idea that it was going to be. It's going to be like more mood, and it's going to be as far as what the action is being portrayed on the screen. So,
your Ghibli movie lately?
I know. I own them too. I fell asleep in Princess Mononoke.
I know, and you loved the movie.
I did.
It was slow.
I did. I fell asleep.
I loved it, but it's long and slow.
Even one of my favorites of all time. Oh damn! I just forgot. Oh damn it!
Spirited Away.
Spirited Away. I couldn't remember the first word. Spirited Away. Yeah, it was slow in certain parts too, but it's still, man. So I was trying to figure out like if there was going to be a Filipino or not anime, so animated production or a musical, would you would it be cool to do something about Filipino superstitions? Would you be more about the experience of being Filipino? I mean, I was just trying to, you know, I mean, I'm not a writer, so I don't have that. I don't have that idea of what would work necessarily, just like off the top of my head. I would.
Yeah, but you watch stuff.
Oh, I do. I know. So I kind of would work.
I mean, Moana is basically your typical fable, I guess.
I guess.
Would that be a fable where don't go out in the water because I don't know.
It's to kind of fill in the gap that occurred in the with these people where they used to be like travelers, and all of a sudden there was a gap where they stopped traveling. Use their conjecture about why they stopped traveling, about like why they stopped traveling and how they,
Kubo and the Two Strings. It's oddly enough sort of the same thing about this lady. About the mom doesn't want her child to go past a certain point.
Really?
Because don't go somewhere at night, because if you go past there, bad things are gonna happen. And guess what? The kid goes somewhere at night past the point.
Yeah, that is really similar.
It's the exact same thing.
Wow.
But done it a different way.
Yeah, I was just thinking it'd be cool to see the duende or the capre and the aswang. Well, I don't know, the aswang are scary.
White lady.
Yeah, all the different Filipino pieces of folklore screen are portrayed in a Broadway musical.
Yeah, it would be,
but
I would go
limit it too much.
I would go a little more lighthearted, or ghost story kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be more about a I don't know. It'd be lighthearted though. I'd be more. I mean, it would. Wars or anything. I probably wouldn't even do history or anything. Because again, I'm not into the heavy stuff. Well, not yet. If I was gonna put one out there, I would let.
Oh, you mean
I would introduce the world to, Jose Rizal.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't do stuff. There is a movie.
You'd be like Filipino 101. You need to like give them the introduction.
Yeah, like how Moana was just basically a fable about a little girl. Thing. I'd like a little fable about
It gives you an idea what the culture is like, but it doesn't like heavy issues or I don't know, complex everything.
Yeah, I'd want it more. Well, basically, the showcase Filipinos rather than really worry about the story. But that's more of a intellectual. Well, that's more of a. I mean, not Hollywood, but
I don't know what you're getting at. I'm kind of lost when.
If I was an executive trying to build a show, this is what I'd be thinking. But that's more boring behind the scenes stuff about what I would pick.
Case of talent, then versus the story.
Yeah, find something that would basically just say, "Hey, Filipinos can sing." Basically, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Here's a story. I brought this story because I remember reading this a long time ago. A fable called "The Monkey and the Turtle." An Ilocano fable explains why monkeys don't like to eat meat.
Okay.
It's a long story. Well, maybe it isn't that long, but it's too long for me to read on the podcast.
Okay.
But
look it up, The Monkey and the Turtle.
Yeah, Monkey and the Turtle.
We all have Google. You can find it, I'm sure.
Yeah, about the monkey's sad. Turtle says, "Hey, what's wrong, my friend?" The monkey's like, "I'm hungry." And then the turtle's like, "Hey, come on, let's go get some bananas." And then they go get the banana, or they walk around looking for the bananas, and the monkey climbs a tree. I'm going to summarize it real quick. I'm trying to remember it too. But basically, I think they put the bananas somewhere, or the fruits that they get somewhere. They dig a hole and bury it or something.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember, but the monkey dies.
What? What? That came out of the left field. What the hell? The monkey dies? Okay.
It was something about the way the monkey got the food. I don't remember.
I'm definitely gonna have to look it up.
Yeah, look it up. Because I'm doing a terrible job of explaining this fable.
Well, because you're trying to rush through it without giving all the details, understandably, but it's just like the monkey dies. You go from burying the
That's
food
not the end of the story, too. It's not the end of the story.
Ghost monkey or something? I don't know.
That's the twist in the story in the middle.
M. Night Shyamalan kind of, yeah. Monkeys.
So, yeah, I'm just saying, you know, I don't know how to make that a Broadway show.
That would be a toughie. That really would.
Let me see. I have a couple books.
Filipino folklore.
Yeah, that I got off Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
And I always give away as gifts to the little kids during Christmas or their birthdays, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I bought a book called "The Girl Who Turned into a Fish." A girl who basically turns into a mermaid.
Spoiler alert! Oh, you just ruined it.
Sort of. It's sort of a Moana. Filipino Moana.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. That one probably be more like a Filipino Little Mermaid then.
You think? Turns into a mermaid. Filipino mermaid. Okay. That would be. I don't know. I can't really speak more than that.
But yeah. I mean, I know Broadway show out there, it's hard in the first place, no matter what kind of story.
Yeah.
But like I said, there are people in circles in Broadway. There's certain get stuff done happen. Like I said, I don't know how that's gonna happen. I don't know what story they're gonna do. I wish it would happen, but as soon as it does, I am there.
Yeah.
First, I mean, not even opening night. Practice shows or whatever you call them.
Rehearsals.
Not even rehearsals.
The open call, the casting.
No. They put on shows before opening night.
Oh, you mean like when they do like a test of the thing to like?
Yeah, and it usually runs for like a month or two.
I don't know what you call them either.
Yeah, those things.
Oh, okay.
That, no matter what it is, but make it happen, people.
Yeah,
who are in the know.
I wish do we have connections to make that happen? No, I don't think so. I mean, I'm asking you. Do you have connections? I know I don't have connections.
I don't know.
Okay.
A lot of people in New York. I didn't know anyone in Broadway. I know a girl in Maryland who's trying to get to Broadway. I don't know.
Say her name or nah?
No.
Okay.
Pressure people to think, oh, you're trying to make it to Broadway?
Secret?
No, it's just
Okay.
I don't know if she's out there telling people, hey, I'm trying to make it to Broadway, or if she's trying to do her own thing.
Okay.
Or now she's doing like these shows kind of thing.
Maybe we can get her like 20 more fans or something. We add our fan base to hers. Why not?
Or all Filipinos.
Okay.
There's a Filipino musical called Imelda that I think someone made to try to get on Broadway.
Oh, I didn't know about that one.
I don't know what happened to that.
I mean, I know about Imelda the documentary, but I never heard of Imelda the Broadway show or whatever.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Okay.
It was an attempt. Is love. It was a here. It was called "Here Lies Love." Album and rock musical made in collaboration between David Byrne and Fatboy Slim. You would know him as the lead singer for Talking Heads.
Okay.
And it was about the life of former First Lady of the Philippines, Imelda Marcos, along with the woman who raised her, Estrella, and follows her, and they left the Philippines. This was back in 2013. It Broadway, and for about a year at a couple theaters.
Yeah.
By two famous people.
Good job.
Fatboy Slim, I know you're familiar with him.
Yeah.
So as
so someone has.
Yeah, I remember hearing about them making it. I didn't think they actually made it. Sure, how big of a fan I am of Imelda Marcos, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's gonna be some political.
Again, I would have went with lighter.
Yeah, I know.
I would have stayed
some
away
people
from
like
some
will be like,
history.
oh, it's Imelda. Some people like, oh, it's Imelda. You know, it just depends on where you that.
Yeah.
You belong to.
Article from 2016 about the Filipino talent pool in Broadway. I was saying.
Just last year.
Yeah, if you want to look it up, it's written by Chris Peterson. Stageblog.com. Filipinos like this thing.
King.
Did to the Philippines though.
Yeah.
I give her that. Like musicals and all that.
Yeah. World needs more beauty, and there needs to be beauty in the Philippines. I remember from what I saw in the Imelda documentary, but yeah.
So yeah.
It's just one aspect of the whole thing. There's a lot more to Imelda than just that, though.
But yeah, if you were going to put a show on today, like the Filipino show that you just saw, did it differently. Basically, all you did was put on a bunch of dances and singers.
It was basically a variety show, with just like a little segues in between without saying to it. The unifying story.
Yep. When I did it, I did about the journey. Was it the journey from a family from the Philippines to the United States?
I don't remember.
It was about a boy and a girl trying to find his love.
Is that the one that was
a girl?
Brother Butterfly was in it.
Part, yeah.
When he was in drag.
Yeah, he had a small part.
Okay, just checking.
So yeah, he was the story about it was boy meets girl kind of story.
Right. Something from Greece, right? One of the songs from
Greece. We ended up the show Summer Lovin' because hey, they hook up. Spoiler alert.
From a show no one's gonna see ever. From how many years ago? I don't even want to guess. Video of that show anywhere?
There's videos of certain dances from that show.
Okay.
And I know someone who does. I know two people that have the video to the whole thing, but I'm not gonna bother them to get it because I don't really. No, not really.
Yeah.
But, dude, if you were gonna do one today, a drama one.
Hard because that was a little bit heavy.
It was too heavy.
Yeah, it was like. I mean, like I said, I enjoyed it and I thought it was well done, but it was more about this version of the Philippines, and it was more about a family gang and people getting kidnapped, which I definitely would have gone more lighthearted, more laughs, more. Not necessarily.
Maybe these people aren't funny.
Some parts where they threw in some laughs, but I kind of wish it was more that way, where they realized they were laughing. We're taking it seriously up to a point. I mean, but again, like I said, I don't want to make it out like I dislike the whole thing. I would have probably gone a little more lighthearted.
But also, again, because of the advent of this thing called the internet, it's hard to be original. Do a show, you can say, "Hey, I saw that on YouTube." It's just like the College of Elon or something. They did that,
right?
So now you gotta like differently.
Yeah, it's a different. Yeah,
you can't. In fact, you have to look out there to make sure you're not doing whatever anyone else is doing, kind of thing. You have to be original. It does get tougher because you want to do a good show. You don't want to just put on a variety show where people are singing and dancing.
nothing wrong with that, but it's not. But it's yeah, like I said, if you want, but having a story is better. I mean, it takes more effort and work nowadays. I mean, I was doing stuff for them. I didn't do anything. I didn't have to do any kind of internet search to make sure I wasn't copying someone else. So,
and the thing is, you were copying everyone else. All we were doing was putting on.
Well, no, I mean, I was thinking
3 or 4 dances, which are the most popular dances in the Philippines.
Yeah, everybody does those.
Tickling, flower dance, the candle dance.
Yep, we saw the candle
bench dance.
Yeah.
So
well, I mean, I did this one little skit that was kind of cool, but I wish I could do it again with more thought into it and more effort.
Sci-fi. You want to go sci-fi?
Mm-hmm.
Pinoids in space.
You think of pigs in space?
I know. I was gonna say.
Pinoids in space.
But then nobody knows what we're talking about.
I'm sure there's people out there laughing, chuckling at least.
Pinoids in space. That would be my show today.
Right.
We
blast off late. He's like, oh man, it's supposed to be. Hold up. You can't find our keys. That kind of thing.
Oh, I wouldn't do that. That's not
I
funny,
know.
but...
I know. It's an old thing. I actually made that joke when I was on the way to the that Foster thing last night. I was in an elevator with people, and I could tell I was like going to cultural night, and they're like, yes. And the mom said, "Are we late?" I go, "Yeah, we are, but we're Filipino, we're fine." And then she just started, and I thought it was gonna get like a little, start laughing and laugh. I'm like, okay,
it wasn't that funny.
It wasn't supposed to be. I wasn't going for like a a huge laugh. I was expecting to get like a little grin. That was all I got, but no. It just depends on the person.
I know. There's a lot of times I don't think you're funny and people laugh.
I know. I don't think I'm funny. People laugh sometimes. I expect like a grin. I'm only looking for a chuckle, and I'm getting like, okay, that was. So, I think they were laughing for the effort too, I guess.
Yeah. Pinoids in space. Either that or noise in the future. Maybe it can be
in space. I was like,
I don't know. This is just off the top of my head.
Filipino superhero movie or something. I don't know.
I don't know. Sort of been done with jokes. Joke all the time about what if they're a Filipino. Maybe you don't see these things. I do.
Oh, okay. See, I haven't done any searching on the internet for like similar ideas. So.
I don't know. I just search YouTube all the time for Filipino stuff. Maybe I'm weird.
No.
Yeah. Joe Coy.
Yeah.
How'd you like it?
I was laughing a lot. I was years ago. You and I saw like a story, of Brete and ODU. And you told me that afterwards that you were so much and so hard, and I was like wondering. I mean, I laughed like basically the same way when I was watching this Jokoy special on Netflix. I don't know. Maybe I'm easily impressed with Filipino jokes. I'm not sure what it is. Elevator, just the least little Filipino joke. I just for my cultural pride, I laugh at it. I don't know, but it was. I thought it was really good.
I've been hearing from a lot of people who love it. I'm a big fan of Joe Coy and his podcast.
Yeah,
I mean, we listen podcasts every week, twice a week.
Mm-hmm.
He does. Tom, he's been doing this for years now. It's transformed into a totally different. Before, you could tell he was doing his podcast to keep up with his comedy. Basically like practicing your comedy without really saying you're practicing your comedy. Doing his show and he's being funny on the air. Helps keep him sharp and witty and create new material. In the show, I've heard before on his podcast.
Oh, it's both from the
well, not directly, but a lot of the stories about his son. I'm not going to spoil anything about the show, but I'm saying he tells a lot of story about his son.
Mm-hmm.
He tells a lot of stories about his sex life.
Yeah, yeah, he does.
Yeah, so I've heard a lot of that already. So it's classic Joe Coy.
Well, I did notice that he's progressed since we've seen him in person a couple times, and we saw his old specials on YouTube and other videos, some more of his earlier specials, and he's different. I mean, he's not the same comic, which you expect for people to change over time, but it's less. I don't want to say polished, but it sometimes when he was doing his jokes in the earlier ones, it felt like he was reading from a script. The one in the show most recently on Netflix, it felt I'm sure he's practiced, but it felt more
relaxed.
Yeah, much more relaxed.
Like he's just talking.
Yeah, I mean, he came out. Another thing was he came out like usually he come out in the old show like clean shaven, kind of made up to like he's this one he would like kind of had a 5 o'clock shadow. He was really again relaxed. That's what it felt like, and I like that though. But I could and that comparing him to his previous specials and stuff that I've seen before.
Yep, he's come a long way since we've seen him.
Yeah,
I mean, we saw him back when he was just starting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, back then he was hilarious. I mean, we've seen him several times. I want to say 3 times. I've seen him 3 times.
I think I've seen him twice. I don't know if I've seen him 3 times.
But yeah. He hasn't come down here in a long time because he's gotten more
big
popular.
Yeah, too big for us, I guess.
Yeah, the closest he's coming to Virginia now is DC. August, which is a long time from now. Do you want to go? It's like August 9th. Maybe. But yeah, it's hilarious. It's funny. It's crude.
More than I enjoyed the Chappelle.
I did. I love the Chappelle.
I laughed out loud. In
the 2 Chappelle ones. Oh my goodness, that Chappelle.
Really? I mean,
yes. Although
I liked him. Don't get me wrong. I liked Chappelle, but I laughed way more. And
stops it. I laughed Chappelle stuff than the Joe Coy stuff. And I talk to my coworkers. We tell each other certain lines from the Dave Chappelle all the time, every day now. Just because it's hilarious. I don't know. We're just different.
Yeah. I don't know what to say beyond that.
Yeah. I mean, I can go off about. I can break down the Chappelle ones. And I could see some people also getting turned off by us do some controversial stuff that is very.
Yeah, I know. That's like, yeah. I mean, a lot of the stuff he's admitting he does some wrong, some stuff that's very wrong. Following up on obligations to certain things or whatever, or, being high and doing certain things.
And he also says, "Hey, you came to the Dave Chappelle show. What did you expect?"
Yeah, exactly.
So to me, if you're gonna watch, if you're watching the show, you have to expect that from him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people don't expect from Joe Coy. That's popular. So I guess when he drops surprisingly, people laugh more. Saying this correctly.
I'm not sure exactly what you're trying to say.
But Dave Chappelle, you know what you're gonna get when you watch the show.
Okay, because it's more okay. Yeah.
A lot of people are still to Joe Coy. In fact, I just yesterday I talked to a lot of friends. This was the first introduction to Joe Coy. Pinoy Playboy, who's probably listening now.
Mm-hmm.
I think this was his first introduction to. And he said he laughed. He loved it. He said now he's gonna go check out. He said he's heard us talk about him before, but it
wasn't enough for him to go check it out.
Yeah, when we say, "Hey, we like this guy, go check it out," is one thing, but when
the fact that we spend money to go see him on several occasions.
Yeah,
the fact that it's on Netflix. There you go.
Yeah, now Pinoy Playboy, no coin now. Or he loved the show. In fact, I was worried. I even said it before he watched it. I said it's not for everyone.
Yeah, there's some.
I said it's not for everyone.
Yeah.
How he is with raunchiness.
Yeah. Definitely.
I mean, it's not. He's 13. It's definitely R.
Very much R. Yes.
So. Some people's like, oh no, he's talking about the penis. Oh no,
I mean, but they should just know beforehand what they're getting into. Because then, I'm just saying.
I'm not going to show this to my parents. I'm not going to tell them, hey,
I have never mentioned
Filipino comedian. He's funny.
I have never mentioned Joe Coy to my parents. I'm not going to either. Exactly. Rex Navarrete, but that's raunchy at all. I can't think of one raunchy.
Oh, he's had some.
Minor compared to Joe Coy.
He's PG-13.
Yeah.
I mean, he does say cuss words every now and then. So
yeah.
And I'm not going to compare them because they're two totally different.
Just because they're Filipino doesn't mean
they're not. I don't want people to compare them because they're different. It's they're different. But for us.
Yeah. Like I said, I was laughing.
We are his audience.
Yes. I was laughing a lot.
So, yeah. If you don't know him, I guess you could check it out. It's on Netflix. I'm Joe Coy, Jokoy. Listen to his podcast. It's called Joe Coy. It's hilarious. I mean, you hear it when I play it.
Oh, yeah.
So, if you like the comedy, you'd like the podcast. Basically, and in fact, the podcast he's more relaxed than because it is a bit he's doing.
Yeah, he's just talking with whatever pops in his head. He just puts it out there.
Yeah, he is trying to be funny. Some things don't work. Some things do work.
I like what he was talking about is his introduction his being introduced to his mom. That was something I did. I don't listen to the podcast. I don't know that he's talked about it before.
Yeah, and the podcast, his co-host is his black brother-in-law. Okay. Yeah.
Right. That was cool. Yeah. I've only heard bits and pieces of the podcast.
And so I know the whole story between Andre and Joe Coy, how they were in like school, maybe even junior high together, but they were, they grew up together, and then he'd always, joke about, him being black and marrying his Filipino sister kind of thing. Out of that, so yeah, I guess on the show when I heard all of this, I know this stuff, so but I know how Andre talks.
Yeah, I know.
So
I've heard him talking. I was like, what? What's going on?
Yeah. You got to watch the show. All right, let's do a Tagalog word of the day.
Okay, this is the part of the show where we educate our listeners on the Filipino language. Neither Boogie nor I are actual native speakers of Filipino or Tagalog, so therefore we aspect of the word incorrect, like its pronunciation, grammatical usage, or some little nuances in regards to its definition. So if that happens, we are relying on you to let us know, give us some feedback. But keep in mind that I have always said, and we always will say, that we are not referred to for knowledge or thing. So, giving you this so you can maybe use it in conversation, or just to impress your Filipino friends, or just for, it's not like, hey, the Sini-Gang said this, it must be true. But if you, like I said, if we get it wrong, let us know. If you happen to know that we're like totally off, out immensely. Do you actually have a word ready?
Litrato.
Litrato?
Ang litrato. I don't know how to say this in a sentence. Ang litrato So in a sentence,
I'm not sure where you're going, so I can't help you.
it means picture.
Yeah, I know.
Litrato means picture.
Yeah, but you're going somewhere.
I'm trying to say litrato in a sentence. Help me there.
So Ariana Celeste? I don't know. On the internet, I can't.
I'm trying to put litrato in a sentence.
Maraming litratos. I don't know. Ariana Celeste, like I was saying on Instagram. No, that's why I don't do this part of the show very well.
I know, because you're terrible.
I am. I'm horrible. I'm sorry.
Word
of the day.
Litrato.
Litrato.
Anything else there, Stano?
No, I think I'm good.
Make sure you visit our website, www.sini-gang.com.
Or look for us on Facebook on facebook.com/the Sini-Gang.
What
I did that wrong. I must have done it. Oh, no, emails at thesinigang@gmail.com.
Threw me off.
I totally messed it up because I was trying to remember how to say Litrato.
Follow us on Twitter at the Sini-Gang.
And look for us on Facebook and of these podcast recording sessions on YouTube. Do a search for our URL, www.cini-gang.com, and you should be able to find us. And please, if you could, leave us some feedback so I know that people are actually watching this and paying attention. This is Cherno Supernova.
And we do read the time, but hey, we read them.
Yeah.
For those of you thinking, man, I sent them something, they didn't read it. I read it. This is l-boogy, the elemental one, saying thanks for listening, and see you again now.
We good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, everyone. Thanks for watching our video. Until next time, take care. And we'll see you, well, hopefully again at the same time next week.